Hello, 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 friends. Nicholas here. DIVO, TED Talks, Devoted Talks, depending on how you want to say it, where we take ancient wisdom and practices to help you and your loved ones end suffering, or at least make suffering more bearable, tolerable, and able to be worked through. For the weekend, I celebrated my 42nd birthday. It was super cool. I having a business is a new way to not only live life. I mean, it's a new way of existing, but also I was like, oh wow, I can actually like plan things that I want and do things that I want for my birthday at my studio, and I get to handle it. So it's really interesting. It's really neat. Um, I mean, I don't have to host people at my house. I can host people at my studio for a birthday party. Like, that's crazy. I didn't do that this time. I did a sound bath. A friend was very, very kind as to do that for me, and for our community. And I also went to another cool place that we have here in town. It's a candle bar called Strike and Flame. Hey, Tiffany. And also shout out to Sound Bath Barbara. Um, and it was a really good time. It was really fun. One of the hard parts of the location of my birthday on the calendar is people are traveling, and if it's on a weekend, forget it. Like, there's Christmas parties. Like, I and others of my ilk have to share our birthday with the holiday, and it's not that I am greedy and want more gifts. I just want to be able to get people together to do things, and that community aspect of things is very important to me. I am a kapha in Ayurveda, Kapha, but it's sounding like a P with a huff behind it. Kapha, not kapha. But anyway, um, connectedness and community is not just our superpower, it's what we long for and desire, especially in times that are very vata and pitta vitiated. So, it was really cool to do that. And, I'm looking forward into the future to see how that evolves. But I think I may have cracked the code on how to actually get people together for my birthday. Um, you don't understand. And I mean, it's a lifelong thing. So my sister, father, and I all have birthdays 8 days apart in December. My sister's the 4th, my dad is the 12th, and on the 20th. And so I always had to do my birthday on either their birthday, as far as a celebration, or another time that was neither of our birthdays. Always in the same month, but still, I'm not complaining. I don't want to complain. I'm not complaining. It's just something you learn to live with. But, it's just a different experience as far as the celebration. And the one thing I can say, as far as having it before Christmas and not between Christmas and New Year's, or even on you know the immediate day after, is that everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's kind of joyous. There's Christmas music, and unless you go shopping, that's the only thing I don't like on my birthday. Is it's almost impossible to go out on my birthday. It's like hard because there's just so many people out everywhere. And that's okay. It's all good. So what would the yoga and Ayurveda talk about this? You know, I would say that it is going to be telling you how to show up for these moments, not trying to change it, not trying to lament it, not living in suffering over it, but really transmuting it from something that feels uncontrollable into taking control of what you can, which is, if you want a party, plan one and invite people. But don't have expectations about what it's going to look like, how it happens outside of, the little details that you want to put on, right? And so knowing this time of year that it's going to be hard to get people, one of the things that I came up with is like, oh, I could literally plan a whole day of things from sun up to sundown, including breakfast, mid-morning, lunch, dinner, and just have people meet up with me in and out of those times. And then I actually have the opportunity to see all my people. And I'm not expecting anybody to put it on for me. I actually am taking the reins on that. There is a slight desire growing up in America that I want people to throw me a party. But at the same time, you know, it's just not, it's not realistic. And I hate that word realistic because it lives in the past. What I'm learning to is in the actualism, in the actuality, make choices that allow things that I want to happen, right? So again, I still don't like the word realistically, but based on past precedent, it's hard to get people together, especially if you do a singular event with one opportunity and only one way of doing it. Whereas if you choose to be open-minded and explore possibilities and opportunities, you then have this great chance to have an awesome experience that had you limited it by one way of doing it, one way of showing up for it, then you're almost setting yourself up for disappointment, and that doesn't do anything for anybody. And yoga and Ayurveda want you to be present for the moment so that these things become clear and obvious to you without you having to work hard for them. They become the path of least resistance for your evolution in the moment and in the experience. And so you stay cleared and you stay cleansed and you stay peaced, Pieced and Peaced in your mind and heart so that you can show up for it. And it's exactly what it's meant to be, and that's what you're happy about. And that's a challenge for me. That's a struggle for me. I would say that it's probably a struggle for most people because we have these idealistic expectations of what it should be or could be. And don't get me started on how TV and commercials and movies give us unrealistic, or detached from not detached from reality, but detached from plausibility, what is possible or should happen for our things. So, I have like a storybook ending, and, that's not necessarily what is possible this time of year, except for my belief in it being able to happen. And so if I continue to go on past precedent and use that to feel bad about it, that's on me. However, if I choose to be in the moment and recognize the beauty and the gift in the moment, then I am just filling my cup and I'm filling the possibilities and plausibilities more to the brim and giving them more energy to move and shift and change and become. It's beautiful. That's amazing. So excited. So that being said, be weary of judgment on what is or is not possible in a moment. Because it's the feeling we're after. It's never really the details, although the details tend to check boxily give us the details so that we can feel better about feeling good. Right? Feel better about feeling good. We don't feel guilty for feeling good. We don't feel slighted for feeling good. And so you give yourself these permission slips via things that have to happen or have to happen in a certain way. And that's just not healthy. And so if you can be in the moment, you can let yourself feel what you're actually looking for, right? Because we're not looking for details. We're looking for the feeling. And so if the details don't matter, just the feeling, you can set the intention for the feeling to be set up and you can let it happen. That's what yoga and Ayurveda would say. Now, what does that look like? I'll cover that more in the next episode. But don't distress, don't give up, because the perfect day, the perfect wedding, the perfect event, the perfect birthday, the perfect life is possible, but not because of the details, but because of your willingness to be in the moment and see the beauty of what is happening in all of its layers and all of its things, rigmaroles. All right, friends, be well, be free.